Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, I'm going to keep this pretty short for you guys. The setup is pretty much the same. I've still got this up. We had this up on Tuesday. We talked about what happens if we chop sideways after establishing 34 as a support area as the upper Bollinger Band continues to reach for the sky. It's now up in the 69 area. And how that tends to make price jump up to reach the band. And I think we're nearing that. You got a Fed meeting next week. That's typically walked up into, and so this is starting to set up pretty well. Usually what you'll see is one more push down to the support zone, although I think that may be just back down to test 40. We did test the 42s overnight. We're back trading up 48.75. So we'll have to see. Are we done testing support areas? It's possible. It's possible, although chopping around on a Friday morning really isn't all that out of line. I think we'll have a push down off the open. Then we'll see if the next high can take out the Globex high, wherever we end up here, whether it's 48.75 or 50 or some other area. If that makes a lower high, then it tends to set up more of a pullback over the course of the day, and that's where you could see this 40, 36, 34 area tested. That would ask the bears to really put kind of a day together, and they really haven't put a day together in a while. They didn't even really put a day together on Tuesday, an entire day. If the bears can do that, then that sets up, as long as 34 holds. Now, if you lose 34, you go down to 27. But as long as 34 holds, then that sets up a long trade into next week as price reaches back for this high. So that's how we're set up. I had a long on yesterday that I was really hedging my short with. I took profits on that, and I'm looking for a down move to test support, and on that I'll exit some or all of my long, and then I'll be looking, or short rather, and then I'll be looking to get long as we reach up into the band. So that's just my 30 seconds about what I'm doing. There is a double pivot zone today in the 46 to 47 area. The bulls have hopped over that now. If they can stay over it, they should control the day. If the bears can push back under it and turn it into resistance, then they have a chance for the scenario that I talked about as we trade a little lower into the afternoon. It's Friday, anything can happen, and I'd like to see a little bit of smoother market to trade. Yesterday was not a very smooth market to trade at all. We made the 40 lows, but they were very sloppy coming off the lows. Then it was incredibly choppy for the majority of the day, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that neither side, the bulls nor the bears, really feel good about where we are. The bears are not getting the big pullback that they wanted, and they're getting frustrated. The bulls are wondering whether this is the pause before the drop, and so you've got a lot of late longs that are nervous, and it creates very whippy, choppy trading. So until we establish something either below the 40 area down to test 34, potentially 27, or we break out above 54, the whippy, choppy type of scenario is going to continue to play out. So don't overtrade in this environment. The tendency is to want to overtrade and make your broker rich. Don't do that. Wait for your spots. Understand that it's two-sided trading. So if you're more inclined to play the upside scenario that I'm talking about here, you're going to have to wait for a little better entry down around 40. If you're more inclined to be short, and we push back up into yesterday's high, which was 51.75. If we trade that low off the open, then we push up into a high, and if it's a lower high, especially lower than 51.75, well, that's your area to get short, looking for a move back down to 40 to 37, 34 to test this support line. But jumping in and jumping out between 44 and 48 is just going to get you all chopped up. So try to avoid that. All right, everybody have a fantastic weekend. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Come check out the chat room. We're trading these things. Don't trade them alone. Come trade them with us. Check out a 2-week trial. See if you want to stick around. the majority of our people are on quarterly and annual subscriptions, and I think that speaks more to what we're doing than than anything else I can tell you. Come on in, check it out, see if it fits in with your trading, and when people do, they tend to stick around. So everybody have a great day. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trading well.